all the titles and stuff. Let's go updating here. And updating here. Done. Alright, all updated, let's go. A little small hashtag ad for this one. Let's start. Let's start. We get the full, we will get it. Familiar with the RPG Maker shortcuts, but I guess Alt Enter did work, we'll say. Theodore. We can already Theodore. Group of dots. Hello. Not hurt, are you? The pain you feel is the lie of your mind, I assure you. And who am I talking to? Am I dead? You should be, but nobody dies on my watch. Open your eyes, Theodore. I'm Wonder and Nirvana waiting for you. Need you to recall your memories. A harsh request for someone in your state, but we cannot afford memory loss at a time like this. Memory loss. Now I remember it clearly. You were right. We should have died right then and there. But who is V anyways? Open your eyes and you'll find out. You're unable to see. Say I didn't feel the same pain when this happened to me, but tell me, Theodore, what you remember. For the sake of your friends, assure them you aren't traumatized, will ya? I'm even assure myself, honestly. Because if what I saw was true, then should be dead. See, I suppose this is where a story begins. Just don't be dead. Simple as. I should have been nothing but a normal shift. Simple routine I've done over and over and over again. The next gen. I'll get the settings. Figured if one day I died doing what I loved, I wouldn't be alive enough to, well, you know, think about it. Here I am, unsure where I am. Hard at work at Falter Airport, going about our day in the little city. Remember everyone trying to evade the winter weather, as there wasn't much to do after New Year's even with the big 2020 starting the year off strong and all. The big 2020s, how about they don't start? In December, snow still falling. It was fun for the kids, but misfortune for today's passengers. And in the eyes of some, today was going to be a bad day. 11 or something. Not that there's all these right here. Personally, a day are just as great as you make it. Day's lead pilot, quite excited that I actually spent my winter break valuably. Don't think I would have liked my job as much as I do if Wonder weren't my co-pilot, however. Known each other since second grade. I've gone through a lot of good and bad times together too. Don't think either of us ever experienced something like this. Decided to take the shift today and save our last paid day off for another day. If we knew what the sky had in store for us, though, we never would have stepped foot in that clunky vessel. Recall what you told him before you came here. Well, our conversation went something like this. Wonder you were right. Colder than the weather report said. I think I skipped the winter grill party. Snow lasted all night, just like the night before. Hey, long weather, more than long shifts. Oh, lucky you. All your shifts are long, huh? Look on the bright side, we only have one flight today, and then we can go home and do whatever we want. I started you a show or something. Nothing better to do. I'll be at your place an hour after we leave work. Discuss plans now, but we have passengers to fly. Should get going. Agreed. Just one there gets to decide if subtitles will be on or not. Controlling theater, use arrow keys, move in space to interact with objects. Alright, sure. The arrow keys to move. Alright, sure, good. Well, 1 second though. How do we get the controllers and the options though? I think RPG Maker always with some dink. The ding buttons for everything. That I remember, but which ones for what? Now that's a good question. That's a good question. That seems like it's something else. But actually, now maybe. Oh, well, will it just restart it though? Nope. Did it really? So it was almost F11, Milton. Almost. The Milton just debated. Milton just debated there. And that doesn't seem like it actually will, though. Seems like still the same. You're here, hello. How are we doing? Almost a pro. Well, I mean, you did develop one, so... You should, but no, actually, it does seem like kind of the same size of this window, so I assume it's going to be the same too. I need to get in the menu though. That would be nice. I was there only 8 years ago. The RPG Maker trenches, I say. Only 8 years, dude. Only. Only 8. What's the key for? Yeah, there should be a key for that for sure. And there should be the key for the... It's the funny part, because I did start it before the stream, and I think it was full screen, no problems. Then I just like close it without like going through all the intro, and after that now it opened the window. Not sure. Sorry, nope. Not yet at least. Could be some of the Fs. Oh, wait a second, and we'll get some here. Launching full screen. There it is. Okay, so that's at least something. That's at least something. A launch. So do we still need to restart for that though? I don't know why it stopped doing that, I wonder. Need to restart for that then. Well, the thing is, I still need the menu for that though. I will still need the menu for that though. What could be the control there for the menu? Well, it does say like it should though, right? Do the full screen now and launch in full screen. So do I need to restart it to get that in effect though? I wonder. But these I all tried already, I guess so. These I did all try. New suit Theodore. Actually something I just never worn here. Yes, here we are. Looks good, and Malmena looks good, and hey, if you are still looking to trade your white elephant gift with someone. Still got a pair of socks with me that match the suit. Time for Sector 1's gate to get stuck, eh? Start luck for it to get stuck again, only day in summer this time. Lucky you, get the older I you most of the time, Theodore, but not today. Dining area to the right. Promise will sell more than peanuts and crackers. Keep out the authority to enter, but this isn't the way to the plane. Monka is the authority to enter. Doesn't seem to be a plane here. Trays full of peanuts and salted crackers. Alright. Paper is not interested on them. You kisses because they're not the plane you're looking for. Choose taking notes old-fashioned way. Shame the handwriting is unreadable. I can't talk right now. Got all the world's mail to deal with them. And these dumb and boring emails. Boring and dumb. Lack a better word, I mean words. They're making the foreign guy do the typing stuff. Evening pilot, have a safe flight. Still wearing the old hat again, I see. Remember your name if you had your name tag too, but that let it slide, Theodore. Name tags went out of fashion last year, actually. And look, it's already next year. How lucky of me. Theodore, someone to run by the counter if you're looking for him. Sure you don't want to dress up warmer. London Town's gate is still stuck open. Freezing the whole building and by work ethic. Hate this job. Old lady shouldn't have to freeze at her own station or work at all. Presses the E key just to be funny, and now alone E within the username bar. Theodore, hello? Sorry to stop you, but I have something to give you. Vander ran right past me. Good morning, Mr. Wayden. Love to talk, but I got a shift to cover. Very well, just wanted to drop this little device off to you. The Father Airport device, or FAD for short. You need a track record, I figured I'd let you better test it first. And it fits right around your wrist, it's all snug-like. Don't lose it. And one for Vander too, not as fancy, but he's not into trendy accessories, is he? It's a FAD M or FAD mirror, whatever's shown your FAD will show in others. Welcome. Hey Revelo. My favorite for a reason, you know. Safe flight, Theodore. Don't let the sky ruin your day, alright? Couldn't afford this place without ya. Theodore, seen a VOD anywhere? Sister, no clue. Figure she's been lazy somewhere. You start the plane then. Might be a while. The inspection checks out, Theodore. A great trip and stay warm. That in euro. Enough oxygen tanks to let a dead man breathe for the rest of his life. And the oxygen tanks. Landing area beware of massive flying metal tubes. Don't worry about landing area being made of stepping stones. They're not stepping stones, they're painted like that for aesthetic purposes. Stop asking me. Sure. Antin was ready, we took off. No one else accompanied the three of you. Don't know, never checked the passenger log like I'm supposed to. There were many on board that day, but me, Vander and Van were the only staff. Rematches that of your friend Theodore. They told a similar story. Tell me what happened before you got here, if you will. If you want the whole story, there's much to talk about. And recalling how I felt in that moment, I almost don't want to think about it again. Needs the reload. That's the thing, I was thinking there may be some save or something. So I can like save and then return, but like do we need to... the proper restart, you know, would be nice too. What's the video? It's got a nice gap in here. The thermostat is freezing. Unusual, it's only an hour flight down there, I'll go by eventually. Sounds As you're not even steering this thing, thankfully it's only a one flight shift. Yeah, like I can be grateful for control panels and chairs straight out of the 1970s. The planes and the nice vintage touch to our adventures. Well, I mean, last time I Alt F4'd, I returned to windowed mode from the full screen, you know. That's the problem. I wouldn't mind. So once we stationed back home, I'm putting in my 2 weeks. Just like you said 2 weeks ago. Sure, we've seen better planes, but I like a refurbished vessel in action. Complain too much and enjoy the ride. Bella told me the same thing before we took off. She's here. Thought she was on vacation or something. Studied the refreshments today, given peanut bags and whatnot. The only part of the job she's good at, given she was smart enough to avoid the pursuits of her brother. Speaking of, where the heck is she? Whoa, I never knew you could fly a plane, Wonder. Shut up. Well, how are the passengers today? How are the passengers doing? Fine, one guy could use some do-it-and-do. Your sodas as usual. That's not the one I wanted, but thanks. Welcome and sorry. Lunchtime until we land. Flying over Hawaii at the moment. Basically our halfway point for today. Rest of the trip shouldn't be long, I hope. Actually, scratch that. The radar is picking up a small or a heavy storm coming in. Oh boy, here we go. I might need to drift down. The sky descend to lower altitude. And don't slow down and go way too fast. To get past this storm, don't you? Thing okay out there? Yep, we'll be just fine. Just hang on to your hat. I need to gain some speed. Famous last words. This is bad. I am been heating level just reached 78%, expecting to go up to 85 pretty soon. Does that mean? Honestly, I don't remember. Monica is. I hear the storm already. They're ready for water drops. Look at those clouds. I don't see that every day. Actually, we do. You thought it is? Storm like this normal. Do these things multiple times, no reason to sweat over it. What the hell? That just hit us. Attention passengers, are making emergency landing. Tighten fasten your seatbelts, we'll be landing safely as soon as we can. The truth you are telling, basically plummeting right out of the sky. It's turbulence, we can manage it. Doesn't mean we're all gonna die. No, I can do this. We'll be alright. Come on, plane, balance. Balance, you stupid old plane. Any second now. Going to be okay, I promise. I promise. We... And then there is gonna be some Monka stuff. Then the controller has like the menu shortcut there. What the... Did we just... Rivada? Hello? The world... Queen Theodore, welcome home. Home? Took a surprisingly long nap. Worry not, you're safe here. I don't think we've met, wherever you're coming from. Not the voice that got here to take me, are you? Tidy welcoming, perhaps a god I could only wish. Wait a minute. I'm the one I was speaking to in the darkness. Not a recall telling me about your recent fall. Easy to get over, but even if I remember if I fell out of the sky or not. One second. Maybe. Maybe. Hmm. It's kind of like trickier this way to do. It'll be way easier with the game capture though. And this way probably can be a little dink to do it that way, but I mean, sure. That's actually kind of still annoying to deal with. Well, we'll see. One sec. What is this place? Better yet, who are you? Where are you? Desperate I see, as all others typically are. Everything will be alright, Theodore, I assure you, but we have no time to waste. If I were you, I'd read the tablet in front of you on the golden one in case the fall rendered you colorblind. She has safety, allow me to sprinkle a bit of precaution your way. Whether or not you as stubborn as your pilot friends, I'm afraid you have no other option but to accept. Accept what? Save progress? There it is. There's one. Then when you collected yourself, read the tablet. Give me for my lack of clarity at being idiot when it certainly takes a toll on the magician's voice. She ended up in this situation, and with so much to look at, the golden tablet catches his eye. Maybe the tablet will have some for us. A newcomer to the spawn center, and there were only one way to describe what happened to you, a new dweller, then suddenly you've come here not by my hand, but a miracle. The mind twists and turns at the moment, fear not, for I'm here to guide you. Wait for my arrival, take a deep breath, and enjoy the clean and lovely atmosphere of the very place I too once came from. Light just flashed before your very eyes. I pray you will be able to comprehend the reality set before you. So pray you will find the courage to trust me, for I only wish to lay the cards on the table, short and sweet. Whatever the value of your own life may be, you've made the cut, and I'm honored the rich chance deemed you worthy of our humble home. Let's talk face to face, and in our conversation, learn more about one another, yes? Mog. I'm getting mogged right there. Stone words seem to have changed. Something the other can read. Okay, I see. Well, that will actually explain us how to get to and maybe the menus and stuff. Looks like I can even then some more of the zoom in on this one. And we'll fix it in this way. Try this way, we'll see how this will go. Glorious, hello. How we doing? Ah, there you are. Please, please come closer. So, I had to guess, yeah, the smaller one out of the three, yes? Made quite a bit out of the ground for a while, Theodore. I'm happy to see your eyes open for once. Well, so much to explain, even more things to do. I'm afraid a quiet rest is all but pointless in this fragile world. Let my boredom get the best of you, Theodore. For with all that said, welcome to the island. Sorry it was too late in saving you, but now that my worry is extinguished, it's time we talked face to face, yes. Down by the fireplace. I think your flames are running a little low here, sir. So sit down, please. Well, I guess if it's introductions I started with, I'm Theodore, but you know that already, supposedly. No, you know. Take it you have many questions, yes? Well, you don't say. If there was one thing I could ask right here, right now, it would probably be... Am I alive? Like, am I still in America? What's with the green cosplay robe? Such a question is asked every time, never know when or where to start, you know. Thought the garden would calm your mind as it did with the others, but I suppose buying myself some thinking time is better done without distractions. And frankly, anywhere you walk these days have, well, seen better days. Let me to introduce myself properly if you care to listen. Call me the better good, also known as Morga. Call me what you wish. If you say so, Morga. Then the one I was talking to in my sleep, or am I still asleep? If you were dreaming, you'd be able to fly, wouldn't you? I guess. If it would make you more comfortable, I'm happy to answer your questions now, even if I'm a little more unprepared than I expected to be. Do you wish to know, fellow dweller? The game, the Maker JRPG, and dude, with the glorious RPG Maker. Now you're at the center spawn by a home. You'll be in due time. Well, that is yet to be determined. Wasn't too vague of an answer, was it? Am I even making sense? Been so long since I've talked to someone, I almost can't keep track of my own manners as of late. Get what you mean? Do you now? Get I said anything then? Appreciate your attempt to help, but if I'm being honest with you, I'm more confused than when we started. If I told you you weren't on Earth, well, I guess I'd... Wait, what? This world of the island is meeting grounds of sorts, a center of all dimensions. Been called the Central Universe. Whoa, slow down, please. Dimensions, dwellers, something about an island. Indeed spoke of such things, yes. And you call yourself a magician, right? Like a wizard, basically, from fantasy stories and such. You should have seen the movie set I've crashed in. Theodore, this is no fantasy, nor is it something I'll ever get used to explaining. Here for a second chance, you fool. In only a matter of minutes, you were just spared from a sad, unfortunate death on that plane, brought to the island of new life some could only ever dream of. But somehow I'm not dead, Well, not here you aren't. Not worth talking about as of now, you'll come to understand everything eventually. Now let's meet back up with your friends. Although I suppose it wouldn't hurt to timestamp again. Timestamp? What the heck is that? Let's see. Sure. A strange feeling, I know. And what I'm doing will save your life one day, but whether or not we need it is for the future to decide, not me. Follow me, the wonder and the one wait for you. Sure. Please, join up, sleepyhead. Not thank goodness. Dear Brett, get the same treatment you did. Hope I had enough food for you, siblings. It was enough, thank you. Save some food for you too, Theodore. Thank you, Ivana. What you got? The moment theater, we have a lot to talk about first. Ivana, time to tell you the story I mentioned 3 days ago. 3 days ago? How long have I been asleep? 3 days apparently. 3 very long days. Please take a seat in front of Vander. Standing is fine as well. Get cozy, everyone. I won't believe what you stumbled into. Sure. So, where to begin? So long ago, death was at the end of all life. On her faces, death faces the erasure of 1,000 memories and the life you left behind fading as time moves on without you. Some wish for immortality, while some wish to end their lives sooner. Others wish to give a life, while others desire to take it. No matter how one valued their life, there were never second chances beyond death. Heaven or hell sufficed as one's final destination. Until one day, the grand choice was made. Mom, Dad, how am I? Where am I? Somebody, anybody, help me! Help! The fateful day I'll never forget. I arrived. I'm confused, terrified, curious, foolishly afraid, perhaps. In truth, I had no reason to be afraid, for the life I thought I lost was spared that day. It all seemed like a dream. Reality returned to me. Greeted by a being of understanding and kindness, I met face to face with the ruler of this world itself, the Richans. At time of need, the Richans welcomed me to the island, an empty paradise home to none other than the strange deity before me. Seeking to fill its world in light of those meeting unfortunate ends, it brought me here to live a second life, a life where nothing of the past matters. A reset, and its one and only keeper, the Richans asked of me to control at the hands of life and death, serving as a judge to those deserving a second life or undeserving. Forever grateful, I accepted the offer. Memories of Earth erased in the process. I wielded the Richans' power, unlocking its potential to the fullest. And little did I know how expansive our universe truly was. Among our existence lived other creatures from other worlds, some alike, some different from us humans. That is what brings these worlds together. Through the power of Richans, my master, countless lives were saved. All who walked the island met the same fate as you three. And though their universes were much different than Earth's, it was as if we'd all experienced the same lives. Friendship, romance, politics, wars, religion, there was no being unfamiliar with such things. The barriers of many universes were broken that day, and thus the Richans fulfilled its dream. However, on the 10th year of the island's prosperity, something terrible happened. For nothing good lasts forever. An uninvited being appeared upon the island, a horrific phantom of unknown origin. Before us arrived the island's greatest enemy, Inuit, the one who tore the world in half. A native of the island didn't like what we did to his home. The doings of the Richans changed his perfect world, and with it his opinion on the rest of us. Whether it was greed, jealousy, or insanity that drove his rage, he wanted nothing of us. In an act of revenge, he made our perspective his own, tempting the island's people under cruel and uncontrolled wrath. Using their desire for riches, power, and knowledge, Inuit turned us against each other, creating an army of his own. He's a demon of this world and not the creator. One day he attacked, seeking to destroy the very being linking our universes together. I, as its protector, knew Inuit would want the Richan's gun. Being the source of all he deemed a burden, what greater plan could one do than destroy the bringer of your problems? Fulfilling my promise, I did all I could to protect the Richans and redeem the island back to its former glory. All Inuit had to do was get past me, but I refused to accept defeat. All Inuit had to do was get past. No, not even he could change that. I thought maybe I could end this madness. The insane Giga fights. But I failed. Snatched me when his dark shadow infested hand, taking the Richans from its chambers. He did it. He won. And thus, with my source of power drained by the Phantom, the power of universal teleportation remains sealed. Luckily, it seems the last bit of power I reserved came into use after all. Painful as it is to say, the island failed to remain a paradise. Once called a home, the island is no better than the culmination of the death we all avoided. So you're saying you're stuck here. Much to dwell on, yes, but such is the way of cheating death. Confusions are not yet gone as well, even after a decade of living this alive of a life. The powers, now just as sealed as the Richans, was enough to bring me here to the spawn center. Final spark of Richan's power observed the universe to make my final call for help, and guess I would just so happen to be falling out of the sky that day. Now, that's very unrealistic, but I believe it. Nothing could be more absurd, and yet I believe it. Doesn't mean the passengers are here too. Indeed, well, if that's the case, let's quit standing around and meet up with them. Sure, they're far more shaky about this than we are. Yes, well, I have some bad news. Apparently, since my powers weren't completely restored in the first few seconds of your crash, you've been asleep for 368 days. What? That's right. Passengers already went out to the island a year ago to stop any of it. Yeah, 3 are just late. No, that's not fair. It is my fault my power is thinned at that moment, Wonder. You should be thankful you're alive. Great, just great. Hell are we supposed to do now, huh? It's all your turn to go out and help the island. Guide the island back to its former glory, and in doing so, find all of the help you can. Find Inuit and end his reign of terror. You can convince society to combine its strength for the greater good, and in a matter of no time, you'll forget we even had a Phantom to deal with. Right, and your plan on doing this, how exactly? Times changed. Those in power stay in power for many years, but an empire's peak on the last year or so said by Richan scholars. By now, the island has recovered immensely. Scouted it out at one point, and the minimal observations proved promising. Trust you three to help me grant you a second life? Sure. Confidence is unbelievable, and knew it was wise to make you three the leaders. Now the passengers mostly screamed and cried. Oh well, the women did. The men were more traumatized than anything. When you are ready to learn the ways of the island, proceed upward, and we can begin training, understood? But first, the timestamp is in order. Sure. Get it all stamped. Interact with something here. Figure out the ways. Then I guess we go up. Central Universe, do you make it that? Sure yet? My opinion, I just think it goes against everything I've been taught. Get what I'm saying? Humans aren't the only ones living here. I wonder what the others are like. I'm awfully excited about that. Don't project your own feelings into my speech, okay? And just accepted the facts in a trustworthy manner, unlike you nerd. And jokes aside, humans aren't the superior species around here like the movies suggest. Too much taken, wasn't it? Impressive, assuming you're telling the truth. Seat upward, please. Get you 3 out of here. Alright, upward proceeding. The steps haven't checked at thorns in the last couple of days. The sound of my voice, okay, stay close and in a single file line. Close to each other feels like the safest option, wouldn't you agree? Poor guy doesn't know he talks too much. Come on, Thunder, enough comments. Know what we're dealing with around here. No, lead the way. Okay, I see everyone just gonna be walking like this. Come to the teaching garden. Not many people at discoveries of the island in this place. Time to do so again. Either you may have noticed your watch is missing. The fan, I think it was called. Took it and messed with it a bit. Explain why in a moment. Thanks for your permission first, but you know, it is the most important lesson of your lives. Through it, you shall all know the ways of the island and begin your quest for freedom. With that, I ask, are you all ready to see the world? Let's do it. That's the spirit. Okay, students, about to dive deep into this strange world. It might seem complicated at first, but I assure you you'll understand it at some point, I hope. Begin your adventure in Region A1, one of the many regions you'll explore on your journey to Idavit. Surrounding our precious regions with our walls similar to the green one below you. Till we put Idavit's men to rest, they will be blocking your way, and with some hard work and dedication you can overcome anything. First goal is to take out the leader of Region A1. Who they are or what they want is up to you to find out. Find them must first locate the Golden Spike nodes that harbor gates to Idavit's military bases. Example of a Golden Spike is just ahead. Now move past these, what I call content blocks, and have a look-see. The content blocks. There it is, a beautiful Golden Spike. Find one of these and you'll be on your way to enemy territory. The location of these spikes will not be easy, and certainly someone around the island knows where they are, yes? Keeping allies on your journey is most important. Whether they follow our grand mission or not, help is help in the end, even if helping yourselves will sometimes come at a cost. And beware, Idavit's first forces are everywhere, especially during the night. Take caution who you trust, for the island is not such a happy place anymore for a reason. To the old leaders. Now, don't mind me, just an ability statue. The robots that serve various purposes around the island. They usually sell things to people. If you're going to be buying stuff, you're going to need this. Introducing the Portal Pack. Portal Pack sends all of your items to a pocket dimension within the island. Dimension within a dimension in a way. You can carry an infinite amount of items with it. Now Portal Pack X or Escape Key, okay. You're in charge of carrying it. Sweet. Theodore, here is your fat bag. Merge it with some of my magic abilities and now it's a tool of mass destruction. Oh, really? Well, no, but it's very useful nonetheless. For example, a watch can now allow you to see your stats, little numbers that show you how smart and powerful you are. Take a look. Alright, there it is. There it is. 1 second. I can get the full screen from here though, but at least we can, looks like, get the save. I'll lock it for you a bit now. I just did like that. The scout solution for the sound too. Okay, let's go this way. So take this way so I don't spam the space bar a little too much. Multiplayer mode even. Multiplayer combat requires 2 gamepads and 2 will control party members 2-5 in battle. Damn son. Same co-op. Next time we see, actually, can we do it now? Just Okay, fine. Time stump, and then I will try to restart and see if I get the proper full screen. Cool trinket, yes, all within your wrist. Helpful for managing your portal pack too. Here, put this doobob in your portal pack. Store it neatly, then take it back out. Okay, may have to look deep for it. A doobob in the portal pack. Newly collected items appear in the bottom left of the screen. Excellent, I find it in your portal pack. This item from your inventory, simply scroll over it and select it. Which one was that one? Materials doobob, eh? Alright, sure. Using the doobob. Great, you got it. Practice combat, go back to your portal pack, equip a Theodore with one of these. Sturdy stick. The most practical of training weapons, but all good adventures grant you a stick as your first tool, yes? The equipment tab of your father Theodore and equip yourself with a stick. There you go, perfect. This stick, as weak as it is, will increase your stats to a decent extent, and I think we might be ready for a practice battle. Come on over and we'll duke it out for a bit. Don't be afraid to do some damage to me, okay? Show me what you got, leaders. So the battle is simple. Bring enemies' HP down to 0 and you win. That will detect how much HP enemy has. HP stands for is a mystery, but is a useful number nonetheless, regardless of its origin. First lesson, attack and wins a fight, and today your fight is me. As the attack skill on me deals some damage. It will be minimal, but that is intentional. Afterwards, I'll make my move. Go on, hit me as hard as you can. It's in the works, doing quite well, the three of you. Catch what happened? The fan showed you how much damage you did. Fan gave you a battle message as well. Those tell you what's happening during what the fan calls a battle sequence, also known as a turn. Something called a small attack, which increase my damage by just a little bit. Can do more than attack by the traditional way, including the use of items from your portal pack in and out of battle. Fill that pack up a little more with these island flowers, a very useful item for battles. Here in Sound, that was your portal pack receiving an item. Sure you know how useful items can be, correct? Give you 3 island flowers and they'll increase your bonus damage, a BD for short, upon use. The BD you acquire in this battle will add damage to most of your attacks, resetting at the end of every battle. Presents the advantage over your enemies, which may or may not be a fact I just made up. Beware, your enemies have BD too. They gain it through special skills just like you, and when you kill an enemy, their BD increases drastically. The longer a fight goes, the tougher it gets, as time will soon teach you. Go ahead, try using Flower from Portal Pack to increase your BD. By the way, if you think you can figure this stuff out on your own, just let me know. You're probably tired of hearing me talk, yes? Speak up once in a while, okay? Okay, we got it. See what she did there. Portal Pack, Island Flower. Everyone using some. Can like only one though. Only one took effect. All 3 of them. Prepare yourself quite well by doing so. Remember to use items sparingly, however. More options you have later, the more likely success comes your way. Using your only source of strain, let's do some real damage with special skills. To learn how to use special skills, sure. Modify your attacks in various ways. They can increase your damage, increase your BD, change you or your enemy's stats, and much more. Most skills require Ultra Capability, or UC for short. A green bar next to your HP bar, carefully organized by your fan for speculation purposes. UC cost of a skill is indicated by a green number next to the skill's name. You can obtain UC through special skills items, hitting your enemy or getting hit. Special skill options come from your equipment, usually through your weapon. Right now, Theodore has a stick for the weapon, allowing you to use the skill Stick Whack. Combination of special skill plus the BD you received earlier, you should be able to hit me harder. Theodore hit me with a Stick Whack. Problem, Wonder and I used to play with sticks all the time as kids. Can beat him, I can beat anyone. Just you wait until I get a hold of a stick. Whack the stick. As great as that stick is, one lasts forever. Every time you hit an enemy, your weapon durability goes down by 1. Oh, durability also. The reach at 0 is gone forever, unless you're lucky, which I suppose doesn't mean forever. Armor also has durability, which goes down by 1 every time you are hit. Now determines the accuracy of an attack. I'll be lying if I said yes. Now not every hit is guaranteed. Sometimes you might miss your attack, or your enemy might block it. Character's hit is the % chance that your attack will succeed, and the default hit is 90, so you have a 90% chance to hit your attacks. When if your attack hits, however, your enemy might block it with their evasion or counteraction. Evasion is the % chance someone will block an oncoming attack, nullifying the damage entirely, and usually any other additional effects. CNT is similar to EVA, but if someone's CNT blocks the attack, the defending subject will make a bonus attack. These stats can be changed by equipment, like your Stick Theodora, which has +1 hit, therefore increasing your hit chance by 1%. Immature as swinging a stick is, it sure hits well. Other stats as well, such as speed amount, which determines turn order. The person with the highest speed amount will go first, followed by the next highest, and so on. You're familiar with SP and everything else about HP as well? Not at all. Most important stat are your HP. Every one HP drops 0, you lose the fight. Most important stat, okay, but don't worry. I'll let you just roll all the dialogue at once. Don't worry, for you can heal yourself with items like food. Let's watch out for your SP starvation points as well. Certain times of the day you'll get hungry, lowering your SP. Shoot to manage your SP so you don't starve to death. XP generation depends on your SP too. Gotta maintain the food gear there. It's for teaching us how to eat, Boga. Want to teach us how to read too? Saying your fan can track more than you know. Might as well use tools when they are here for you, Vander. Keep that attitude in check, will ya? Relax, I'm joking. Something about special skills I forgot to mention. Besides a few exceptions here and there, you can't use most attack more than once. As you may have already seen if you use Stick Whack or plan to. Defensive skills such as healing spells and tactical plans, however, may be used as many times in a row, so as long as your UC matches the skill's cost, carefully deciding when to use which attacks first is a wise use of your time. Use your basic attack as often as you like, but at the cost of accuracy the more consecutive times you use it. Basically, there's a whole lot of mechanics that tell you that you don't want to fight for long. Use your basic attack as often as you like. This again as a fun to determine chance of hitting an enemy before striking, alternating your attacks for better strikes. Are you looking for some insane big stuff, Steve? I guess the big warrior is the one. That one probably is the one. But that's the Maker game after all, you know. Microphone charge. And that is the Maker stuff. Sure, but other single player ones that are good though. I did like Demon X Machina, the first one though. I haven't played the recent one. Try experimenting with whatever you want, bring it on. Care to hear about other stats? Alright, sure. Other stats include maximum heat level and maximum chill level. They represent your strain resistance to fire and ice. Hot or cold areas require certain MH and MC to survive in. Use the right equipment to increase your stats. Mention your power number. Power number runs to your damage, commonly increase with weapons, and also the base damage of your counterattacks. Can change equipment mid-battle, and once you do, you'll have to wait 3 turns before doing it again. Can we do it sooner? You can try, but nobody can change their equipment so fast, it just takes time. Not going to try eating full course meals mid-battle too, are you? I take some leather training gear. Leather armor provided will increase your evasion and counterattack. They also have a small FEN value, which should increase your damage a bit. You can now use the equip command to change your gear mid-battle. The equip, there it is. Leatherman. Something else, helmet and suit. Equipping everyone. Yo. Got good and leather pill pilots. Such gear should save you from a few cuts and bruises in the near future. Remember to keep an eye on your durability, however, going in barehanded is never a wise idea. Besides, what kind of leader would I be if I let my subjects run around naked? Like I'm winning this anyway, so just faster. Done, all gotten the hang of this. I give you all 3.5 out of 5 gold stars. Isn't easy, is it? Took me a while to learn most of this, and you still have much to learn. Your cogs are low. The fun is only just beginning. Let's try a real fight. It's your friend, it's your enemy, and you won't go easy on you as I did. You're the one that wanna show me what you got. I made the right choice bringing you all here. Be right behind you, okay? Defeat this thing and we may move on. No one has any weapons really there, except for the stick there. No skill there. No gear. Fine, just a regular smack and then... You have some skill? Nope. Blocked. Okay. Goodness, it can hit pretty hard, and sooner or later an equipment you are wearing will vanish. A single stick will not hold out forever, and here, take some more. Equip yourselves, leaders 5 more sticks. Sticks are small in size, you should be able to equip 2 at a time. Each stick increases your SA by 20, and so long as you have a stick equipped, you should be able to strike before he can. Catch these healing items, and some more island flowers to them as well. Fingers are pretty good here though, I have to say. I guess we wasted that already on cooldown. bonus evasion. The defense skill increases D and give him an infliction. Infliction status attacks various purposes. Some kill you over time, some stop you from attacking, and others can modify your stats. Defense give him an infliction, which increases his evasion, and more likely to block your attacks for the next 3 turns. Those healing items I give you should grant a healing infliction. It will heal the user each turn by percent amount healed before your HP hits 0. I need to burn the need to. Counter attacks happening there, alright. Increase his BD again, luckily I won't have time for another. Hey, wait a minute. Father, watch out! The heck was that? Just hit you with a critical on it. Some skills have a chance of doing double damage and a chance of hitting a critical based on a person's critical rate. Can reduce the chance of being hit by critical with the high critical evasion. Can't hear you right now, you training dummy here won't leave me alone. Yeah, let me make it up to you. Stored everyone's HP. Yes, you can do it strongly and swiftly. This fight and whatever it takes. Temporarily learn the skill small attack. Alright, sure. Because grenade damage is not gonna be that good. Small attack. And the blow. The stick gun. Stick back is back actually. Have a yellow in, should be fine. Except you miss sometimes. No skill now again. Deal. Gonna take a while otherwise. Oh, it can still go in, I think. Like that stick. Should be technically enough if there's no blocks involved there. 30 stick broke. Durability, eh? Done 1 night true soldiers and no, twice as skilled as half the island already. Doing well on the training so far was the hardest of it too. In a reward I have a major surprise in store for you three, which I'm sure you'll appreciate. Now, be active in the state of sleep. Yeah, it looks like it wants to jump out at you. Monka, yes. And one of the most important creations in all the island, the mini rechants. There are tickets to taking back the island. They are not nearly as powerful as the true counterpart. They bring as dwellers a wonderful form of transportation, better than your average bike or boat. Teleportation is a very common luxury around the island, supported by mini chances such as this one. On these to the golden spikes, you must hunt. Many things serve as nodes for devices called teleportions. You'll find a collection of teleportions throughout your journey, which teleport you to different areas of the world. So long as you're in range of a mini rechance, location is but a myth. Start next to mini rechance when we finish up. And makes a nice map marker, yes. The reason Morg was able to travel to the garden in the first place. Do me a favor, Theodore. I'd like you to do me a favor, open up the VOD and go to the stats tab. Put the term PA while you're there, and in doing so, take a guess what it might mean, just for the sake of fun. That is one indeed, in combat stats. Balancing power levels there. In a stressful situation, icon will show up in your VOD. Symbols advising you to choose your word choices carefully. Okay, so there's like the speech start effect too. The KCPL will determine your fate. Too low PL results in something bad happening. But the high enough PL indicated by this one increases your chance of a positive outcome. Are they both red though? Get the green one or something. I guess green one goes for the different stats. Alright. The party's team effort and PL is added up, resulting in a team situation. The blue leader PL in level plus everyone's T is added up, known as a combat situation. Spout explains that I believe senior leaders time to field that portal pack up. Ta-da! The good old chest featuring all of the leftover items I've stored over the years. Alright, a whole lot of stuff. And a good time to mention there's gender-specific equipment. A good time to mention, okay, that perhaps what kind of clothes belong to which kind of people is obvious, but regardless, the fan will automatically filter equipment by who can wear it. Believe that is all you have to learn. Really ready to venture off into the island. It doesn't like show all the text sometimes anyway. It just doesn't do the scrolling, but it still sometimes need to press to get the second half. We'll go back to camp while I prepare something. I see you there at the 3 in a moment. A dragon explanation there was. Who's even going to be in charge of this weird adventure of ours? What do you mean? So we are committing to this crap alone. One of us is going to have to decide where we go and what we do. And nowhere near ready to go out on our own, and I have the feeling among things otherwise already. Did I do? You'll all be in charge, but there. My trial and error, you three shall revert the island to its former state, hopefully not literally for any reason. Just take turns engaging in combat and telling each other what to do, alright? I'll make things easier than acting alone. But now as your humble teacher, I simply ask for your continued patience as we move along. Our friendship means a lot, but a bossiness is a tool best used by the closest of individuals. Say, by the way, that magic spell you keep using, the time thing you mentioned earlier, the timestamp, how dare you speak of such magic? Oh, the jesting, I yet to explain that further, haven't I? Good news, you can timestamp yourself now. When the FOD with the timestamp option, your next mistake shall be undone. Alright, so we can just do it now. My Theodore's stupid little watch is capable of cheating death now. This is your miniature version, Wonder, which mirrors what Theodore sees. Make sure you don't get yourself stuck in a timestamp you can't escape, or else you'll be stuck in an infinite loop where the only option left is death. Reactionless? Still, nothing scares the lot of you, does it? Did you all know that was a joke? Anyway, I have something for you. Remember the teleportation thing I talked about? Isn't this one? By far the greatest gift I bestowed upon someone in a long time, leaders, the place you might consider home one day. Take it and use it. Have one last thing to learn before your departure. You can find the teleportation in your portal pack. Simply squeeze it to trigger it. So that basically just to go to what the base looks like. Base teleportation. Ta-da, is your own interdimensional base. For an abandoned shack of dust, it's cleaned up quite nicely. This leaders is where you will build a colony strong enough to take down it of it. Provides everything you'll need to stay safe, alive, and smart. Now, Theodore, consider having Vander and Ivana be the leader for a while. Let them guide the tour of the new base before they complain, okay? I have 3 leaders to choose from when exploring and fighting battles. Select who's leading at the moment, Q and W keys. To look around. Sure. The workroom. The workroom place specialized for improving equipment and creating items. In Journey, you'll soon find your portal pack full of sea coins, the island's currency. Besides your typical merchants, sea coins are best spent in your base, letting you craft, repair, and collect various necessities. Sea coins sparingly, alright? Teach you many things, but financial responsibility has always given me a headache. And a whole bunch of workshops. Item generator. I reside in the central spawn. I'll provide you with as many items as I can. Can't send too much though, since I need some of the resources to stay alive myself. Nevertheless, I'll do my best so you can do your best. Just as your storage unit, essentially second more grounded portal pack, can store items in here if your portal pack starts to get cluttered. Technology more common than you would think, so you might find more of these when exploring. Chest design used to be used for worldwide banking, so it's more secure than you think, trust me. What is your most important base tool? Thanks to an old friend of mine, your base is linked to his surplus unit. Assortment of items available to any willing to spend the money, including you three. Simply put, the more money you give, the more you get back. May not be able to decide what you get, but a bit of gambling never hurt anyone, right? The gumbo chest. Spherical lets you upgrade equipment for the cost of sea coins. Upgrade most equipment up to 5 times, increasing the power of your weapons and armor. Oddly enough, sphericals use the sea coins as a power source, almost like a vending machine no one earns from. Low on spare equipment, repair old gear for the cost of sea coins within your base. Let your good weapons break before it's too late. You're headed harboring strong items is a beneficial strategy, if you don't like cuts and bruises, that is. Gotta get some repairs with the bed gear. This is your bed, which I'm sure I don't have to explain much about. Is there only one bed? Guess you better get used to cuddling one there. Come on, didn't press that for much. The beds collect dust for 368 days. They don't exactly last, which is partially my fault. The hardest worker take the bed, perhaps. The other two can sleep in the bunker. Very recently, David placed a curfew in the areas he controls, hunting down those who dare walk past sundown. Unless you're up for some fighting, try taking a rest every once in a while. He tends to keep people awake. Time is calculated differently around here. This item might come in handy. And the cloak. Spell cloak wrong. No, it's meant to have a K. Recognizes the time of the day just as any normal cloak would. Learning the rules of time will take time itself, and within its walls blocking the sun and all, you'll come to understand them. For now, here's a set of sheets for the bed. May they leisure you. The bed pack. Special room. Top place is what I blended named the special room. Presence is curious indeed. And a few books and these concerning doors, and there isn't much to see at the moment. If I knew how to open these doors and what's behind them, I'd turn the spot into a garden. Perhaps it's too soon to worry about such a concept, even for me. The secret doors. Interesting as these books seem, reading has only ever saved the world once. Some secret unlock stuff there. There's a whole bunch of burgers here. This is the bunker. Anyone you recruit can rest safely here. Not the most comfortable living space, but it's the people around you that count, yes? Before you ask, yes, the beds do go on forever. As if we weren't the only ones raising an army here. Actually, forever. Monka, yes. It's time to go check. How long can it actually go? How long can it actually go? Might take some time though. This one, the bonus room. Let's have some bonuses. And the bonus room, we'll call it. I assume that this room was a storage back then, so I restored it to its former purpose. The many locked doors require a certain key, however, and I've yet to figure out what key or keys I'm looking for. I wonder what lies beyond should you figure out how to unlock them. What about this? Stun spike blocks your path. Unclear why it's here. Okay, I see. So we need to unlock all of that. And the kitchen, important parts. Crafting the food gas. So kitchen will help you supply food for your expeditions. And the moment it's limited in use and lacking proper electricity, what's a home without a place to eat? Happen to meet anyone who sells furniture, investing in dining chairs might be of interest to you. The food generator sends the food and ingredients that I've acquired in my garden through here. Check it daily when you can, and the army is only as happy as its food supply. And no actual cooking. Hello. Free stuff. Not at the moment, I guess. Just couldn't help myself. Free stuff. Oh, that's the food. Lemonade, alright. Providing some crafting recipes. A fan can read them. Throw the needed ingredients into your portal pack, and out will come your item. Don't think I'm done giving gifts yet. I have one more thing to show you. The victory chests come in the form of storage you'll often find around the island. They usually belong to Udovit. A father can bypass their primitive seals, offering quite a bounty for how easy they are to find. Loot and victory chests randomized. Most items can be found in plentiful numbers from them. Gem. That leader is a gem, pronounced gem. Gems are one of the most powerful materials in the island, and a useful crystal for upgrading the magic technologies of this base. Some insane beta progression. That said, suppose learning everything else about this place yourself would be more interesting, yes? Flies when you're having fun, and as long as the lesson wasn't, trust it we have what it takes to move on without me. See, the part shall hide in shadows until Udovit figures out what we are up to, and that I'm not dead. Hope you remember my face, because you won't be seeing it for a very, very long time. And the three of you exit the base from now on, you'll teleport right back to where you started, teaching a garden off limits for now. Hope you can survive the terrors of Udovit, and I hope those terrors. Now we have yet to come up with a name for Udovit's grand scheme, whatever he may be up to. Don't we come up with a name for our mission? Yes, a way of reminding the island what they too should be fighting for. Enemy slander, huh? Something insulting feels fitting here. But something cheesy like the Dark Horizon. Never a mouthful, maybe about something sure like Dark Revival. Name better fitting a late night shopping service if anything. A night shopping kinda has a weird ring to it. Dumb as it sounds, we could call it a death shopping. Never mind that one, but we're getting close. Journey to save the world, you know. Perhaps something historical or legendary may be fitting. Let's do the Dark Horizon thing. Now we can do better than that, I'm certain. Sounds stupid but cool at the same time. How about a Night Spasm, eh? The title drop. What? Night Spasm, like an uncontrollable situation of random disorder. It means darkness, spasm means uncontrolled, right? I got the stupid part covered at least. Strangely, such words translate a similar concept in other dweller languages. Can vision it sticking with people. All it's gonna do is make people question what we're trying to do. A better idea, Vander? No, I don't really care what we pick. Call it whatever you want to. At least it's not as dumb as night shopping or the word walkie-talkie. Decided at last. This is goodbye for now, Theodore, Mother Nirvana. Trust in you three to survive out there. Don't forget the timestamp when you can. The regions be liberated by Richance's will. Well, gang, are we ready to become heroes? We've read saying no before, might be exciting. Certain Morg knows what he's doing. Only one way to find out. And out we go. Out we go and into the region. Shall we try to... Well, we have the saver, the quick to restart, maybe. So I can get the proper... The proper full screen to this. A title screen. Damn, there was title screen actually. It just like dropped in there. There we go. Yeah, it would be kind of nice to have that at the very beginning there. Relay. System settings. Well, I did put the start. Oh, press F5 for full screen actually. Yeah. Will it though? I'm not so sure. That I'm not so sure. 1 second. Didn't say multiplayer, yeah. Alright, 1 second. Let me try to restart it real quick. Will it actually go with full? Alright, we'll still need to do it on the dink way. I think he's going. Maybe. It's trying at least. Nope, don't think so. Yeah, full screen just basically kind of like, yeah, gets the dark dark border around, and that's it by the looks of it. When I try it, it just removes the window stuff, I guess. Well, I mean, then we can keep going with the way I was already going. I don't know. For some reason, doesn't work in full. For me, not for me. Alright, I can try to maybe adjust it even a little more then. Real quick. Get the seed with a shot or something in there. Probably for that. Okay, fine. Still, actually, maybe a little in the middle then. Fine. Fine. With borderless, that's the upscaling. Yeah, I don't know if it would go that well. That's the thing. Like, this is the full screen right now, and just the full screen is basically in the center, so it doesn't actually count as like the not full screen. It is actually full screen right now. So I don't know. It needs to be zoomed in at the part of the screen, not the whole screen being stretched. It's they kind of did it on OBS right now, just like stretching out the middle part here. So it's basically right now running in the giga resolution, and then the picture goes like this. I don't know, like if it was working. I do think when I started first time, the dialogue was kind of like bigger on the screen. Maybe I'm wrong though, because I just like started the game, it started giving me dialogue. I'm like, all right, I guess it works. So I closed it, and now when I open it, it feels like everything is in the small mode. But the F5 is full screen, but it basically kind of just like goes this kind of full screen, I guess. You can see how zoomed everything is really. Can I return? Okay, thank you. Good. I don't know. Well, I mean, works. It works this way. Tror för tro. Har ni bröd? I'm just gonna eat everything. Get all the food. The beet soup, then consume everything. Beautiful dress X3. The painful oil. The horse might await beyond the green grass. The leaders feel inclined to timestamp. Well, we kinda did already, I guess, but sure. No danger around yet. Should there be, you can timestamp in the menu. Alright, I was here though then. Is there any passages? No, seem kinda like it. We get a chance of equipment and stuff though. Store these sticks. Leather manza. Or the beautiful dress. Keep going leather man for now, I guess. See what I say. Why? What is going on there still? Stick broke. Let's get another one. No sticks should be enough, eh? Let's see an ox laying around there. Pick up the ox and has the word Revenger on its handle. One case. Be the sword of Avalonian. What's in this building? Interesting tower, probably has gear in it. Careful, I don't know who it belongs to. Could be enemy soldiers in there waiting to jump us. Probably fine and tough enough, aren't we? Okay. Intruders. I thought these guys are a little too dank. Do this just alone. That hurts. This sticker. Only one sword get though. The hard slush. Ah, this one is kind of like slow once you first get hit. I see. Oh, hard slash does seem alright. Okay, the other humans. Okay. Revenger Ninja. Oof. Throwing knife at level 3. With those guys, can be a branch of its forces. Either way, they were pretty lousy fighters. Yeah, but they got to have some supplies around here. Okay, how do we like get everyone? We just kind of go as a solo. Exploring this stuff, I guess, like this. All right. Yeah, I see what I say, and the laptop is not holding that well with that anymore. One case. Gonna find some side activity, you know. To do something while it's loading for a while. Pickaxe and wood shield. You see a middle. Blaster, then the low budget repairs coming in. Crash, knock, and the wood shield. they care to buy some gloves of a cheap old merchant. Leather gloves. Plus 3 hits. Getting 3, sure. Alright, fine. Gloves acquired. The wool ones too, actually. No, leather mod better, seemingly. Missing someone. I'm gonna go back to the beginning there. So there's something. Access this puzzle and need a TE of 20 or higher. It's high enough. You push the door open to get there. Monka. Ah, is the puzzle reset, I guess. See. This one. Can't really do this though, eh? Oh, pull that? Okay, really? The pulling stuff, that is way easier. Body amplifier. It's permanent as a temporary, let's see. Lots of food. Recipes. Utilities. For 3 turns, okay. That's a critical chance, a whole bunch of stuff there. Whole bunch of stuff there. 30 euro for pizza now? Holy shit, dude. What dink place? What a dink place you live in there. Respawns the uplist. Right up there was the beginning, right? Basically. The giga inflation, yeah, I did it for 30. For 30 you could go like in Armenia, you could go to the marketplace, especially in summer, and get like 2 massive bags of like fruits and vegetables, dude. And on top of that, some like homemade cheese and like the fresh flatbread. There you go. And the gloves. We already had gloves. Boy, be dick by be. We should have got like some like fucking caviar pizza there or something. Bro. It's margarita. Wait, margarita is like the cheapest like basic stuff. Is that 30? Bendmore Road, path to anything, globally supported and founded by a Revolonian kingdom. East Mount Wall Village, South A1 Kingdoms Triune Forest intersection, West Morgs London Mini Chance area. With Italian mozzarella. Well, there it starts already. There it starts already. It's not just margarita already. Alright, more puzzles there. So I guess we can only move with the arrows, right? So let's see. To get here, we have only one path really. One second. These. One moment. From here, oh, there we go, and even. Okay, this way, right? No, wait. No, that's not the... Or was it? No, that's not the one. So I need to get up there. Get up there. This way. To turn a bit earlier. Up here, all the way. Not all the way though, right? We go this way. Yoink. Energy umbrella. Meatballs. Feels good, man. Same puzzles. So if you already done stuff, maybe that's why. One Pokemon gym, I see what you're saying. Not the most pleasant memories, I assume. Oh, that's not there. Bonko. Smells like dish soap. Bonko's a butcher knife. Guess I didn't recover this. Some chests there. There's some fish in Guto. Don't have any bait to use. Ah, let's see. I'm not fishing good right now, at least. Doji bait it. I see what I say, huh? A good times. In case you didn't know this, trees can be chopped down with axes, but not just any axe. How fascinating. Modern trees is strong yet sensitive. Too much force will splinter the wood, and too little force won't cut the tree at all. How inconvenient. Chop a tree, need an axe designed for chopping trees, known as utility axe. How specific. If you are trying to hit a tree while holding utility axe and it's not chipping, then there is not a tree you can chop down for one reason or another. How rude of the tree. You found this guide helpful? No, I sure didn't. Yeah. Signed question mark. Writer's name is a model due to not using weather-resistant ink. How unfortunate. Do we have some utility axe? We have the basic axe. I assume that is not the one we need. And the pickaxe, this is also probably not the one here. Maybe here though. Utility axe. TLV shop. wood again, giant leaves, 3 roots, and apple. Damn insane, time to craft. Time to build a house. Imagine, here's the challenge for you, Ultan, as you also the RPG Maker connoisseur. Time to get like the multiplayer survival in RPG Maker. You already did make a card game in RPG Maker. Get yourself another challenge now. Sounds like a most fitting one. Don't we have the broken stick there almost? Let's do. The cozy RPG Maker, and well, this one actually has some like meta narrative and stuff going. It should get potentially kind of dank. It should, but that probably will take some time to unlock the dankness, you know, to get to that part. Another utility oxen, small candle. Yeah, with this durability and stuff, it does seem like we're gonna be losing a lot of weapons and stuff. Not sure what that did. Maybe healing, maybe buff. Say you to a set of knives and perfect for close quarter combat. Stern knife. For 20 coins. I'm good for now. What's these do is so playing that kind of thing stuff. I mean, to be honest, there was decent amount of kind of like massive even things. Wasn't Lisa actually an RPG Maker? There is a Mori also was. Like there was actually quite a lot of like quite dang games that you wouldn't even be able to tell that it's RPG Maker, sorta. Stop. Want to talk? Don't look so good. Are you all okay? Think so. They will look otherwise. A little bit. Look at your clothes and hands. They're in bad condition. Don't they hurt, scratch up like that? Hands feel alright, sir. It's none of your business anyway. Unless you happen to have soap, we're not interested in skin products. It's not about sales or hygiene concerns. You look like you need some help. I think we're okay with what you've got. Sure, but if you keep walking around looking awfully hurt, things could get worse for your body. And don't you all know about healing? Yeah, but it has been a while since I last heal up. I can help with that. Healing is needed. It's good to have some medical options on you. It appears you hardly have any. Can you be sure? Lucky guess. Every person I meet is likely to have very few healing resources with them. Well, you happen to be lacking them too. If you need more, I can help you. Sell HP, hearts, and healing items. I've also gotten into UC sciences, and I really enjoy the feeling of UC in my blood flow. It's like taking a nice bath, but on the inside. On everything that the injured and weak need. Would you like to see my products? A restoration soup. Soup, glug, and gulp. HP heart plus HP. Is it like the permanent? This gives plus 500 HP right now for 45 coin, right? And plus 5 HP to gen entire battle. And this one for pretty much 45 coin plus 100 HP. So either like it's very not optimal to heal that way, or it's permanent, I guess. No, that's probably restoration. Oh, 10%. These do, I say. Haven't even heard about it. Surely you played that. Gravy, and you find so much of this stuff. Investments, a whole heck of a lot of investments. Touchy to the potions, I get the chance to collect as many products as I can. And you know what? I'm currently in search for an order type material known as to the island as UC multiplier called Bukali. Know how to get it. This stuff was made near the B-type regions, so getting 7 region A1 will be and still is extremely hard. In fact, it may be impossible. And we help? Well, maybe. Can find some Bukali, and if we happen to meet up again, bring it over and I'll reward you for it. If you can, find the seed for the plant that grows the Bukali grains. Don't know how exactly to thank you, but in a matter of time I'll discover the reward for you, something special. Say, what's your name? Bank McElroy is who I am. I keep that name in mind. Many people ask where the heck I happen to be, so knowing who I am, I might serve you a pretty hefty advantage. Remember, with a name like that. Is my name too dumb for you? Respect my parents' splendid decision. Yeah, whatever, all serious matters, I'm glad you got to know me, and I'm glad you care for your health. Stay secretive in my whereabouts though, and a bit hates my services and those I serve. It's that extort input, I guess, or something. Collect too much even. Published by PlayStation, say there, son. Getting some insane playtests there. Imagine Zubers being into the RPG Maker stuff. It's hard to say. Again, I guess kind of depends on how customizing stuff is, right? I think they kind of could. Getting some photos there. Could be into it. Resources to yank? Nope. But it is even like, you know, like even the controls and settings and stuff, right? Is already quite something. On the older ones, I assume like this one didn't really update the version for some time. So this already had like some sort of like intro thingy prologue since like 2020, I think, if I remember correct. So it's like, you know, already is in development for quite a long time. And now they got chapter 1 and 2 out. The problem is though, which is like kind of really the sad part about this, is that looks like they decided to use that like prologue Steam page, which was called as the game, right? It wasn't saying prologue or something. The Steam page for the game, just like to go from free release of the prologue to the paid release of the chapters, and that kind of broke everything, unfortunately. That's really sad. I don't know if they can kind of like somehow salvage or change that, because I assume they just didn't really get a lot of algorithm attention that way and stuff, because it's basically the same reviews as the prologue version. And I couldn't even like play it for a while, and many other people too, because yeah, Steam doesn't usually deal with that kind of transformation that good when you go from free to paid. And you go to from paid to free, there's no problems usually. The other way around, there is a whole bunch of problems. Yeah, the for loop. Ah, I see. Well, let's go actually fight there. Whatever. Why not? Still some enemies inside there. Quite a lot of them, I guess. Red alert, humans Idiot is looking for. No way, what luck. Defend the building, secure findings. I don't know if we should be like solo in this, honestly. Good job. I think you need the whole team for this here. Yeah, probably. Already failed. Okay, yes, I should put the timestamp down. I think not the whole the team is even here there. Negotiate. Just living that fast with the small attack even. Okay, it's not all of them, I guess, kinda. Okay, yes. good. What is up with that there? What is up with that? No. I have another one, didn't I? No? Okay, fine. Wasn't that far anyway. It doesn't seem right. That'll be. Hey, Buck, I'm warm but not afraid to fight. Hear from me if you don't want a scar down your arm, eh? Sure, fine. No intimidating. And the scholar or not. Yeah, you're supposed to go like solo in the fight. That doesn't sound right. Doesn't sound right. Change for a prismarine. I'll let you repair your equipment for free. Well, don't have any, I guess, probably. I have no crystal at all. He's not the one I want. I won't be here for long, but if sturdy tools be your desire, you'll know where to find me. Crystal in hand next time. Sure. The deserto. New faces. I didn't expect a ton of people walking around here. Must not go out often. Lost, ma'am? Never lost. Matter of fact, I think you are the lost ones. Not false. The outsider this time. Navigating the area. Navigation region A1 sucks. Awful and always had been, even before David took over. Shit, I'm sorry I said something against him. I swear I'm neutral. When we were in Mog's side, you're alright. Mog followers? No way, I love Mog. Have any cool technology from him? I've been looking to get my hands on old artifacts lately. None that we can spare. Well, I mean, dang it. Anyway, I have a merchant, an exploration merchant. Need help getting into a certain place, I can help you on. Nice, right, Jen? Why? Why you transferring between PlayStations? Or is transferring to Pro? I'm making some of my own inventions too, one. Thinker and designer, but always a merchant at heart. Got to fund the big ideas somehow. But anyways, I'm babbling. Time to get down to business. What do you have? Okay, candles there actually. What to do? Visibility in darker sandy areas. 10% chance of failure. 450% visibility in darker sandy areas. Oh, it's for the worms are cooling. Alright, let's see. 1000% visibility. Super lantern. Extra steps before encountering a random battle. So we're gonna get hit by some random stuff. The cooking kit, miniature stove, mixing tool, small oven, fire starter, sanitary station, etc. Sleeping bags. Stealth belt. Chance of interacting with a random encounter. Super peacocks. Mining warp pillars and destroying stone. Oh, wait, those things standing there we can probably use then. Digging up holes. Oh, that's the fishing rod and the bait. Okay, there it is. See how that works actually, I want to see. The portal box. I should hold back the offers. I admire your admiration. That's the name, by the way. It's Mary, last name Elpcone. I'm here to get you unlost. Like you guys, especially since you're followers of Morg. Do you know him personally? Sure. Think you'd want to talk to me? Tell him I'm a huge fan of his work. Hope you make that phantom freak off. Thanks for seeing me. I really love meeting anyone eager to kick it in his face. Come see me again. Maybe next time I'll have more products for sale. Take this pot of honey as a reminder to see me again. Don't worry, the honey comes from earth bees, not the stupid pepper bees, and hate those things and avoid them at all costs. The earth bees. Theodore and Svander, that's Ivana. Nice to meet you, Mary. You too. Happy trails. Let's see. How's the fishing there? No, you were moving there. I see. Buying the PlayStation solely for GTA? Yep. Some people probably will. I have the cases of people just kind of like, you know, having some friends with PlayStation, so they just kind of gonna yank it to play at some point, but otherwise, yeah, totally could see that happening. Fishing, see, just like poof, and we got something. There's also something stuff going. Fishing rod equipped, sure thing. Lost the bait. Gain fish 3. And level 3. Oh, I level up from that too, guys. That's very good. He's there, alright. Starting from the 6th one that way. Well, I mean, the hype getting people, you know. The hype getting people that way. People want to play some of that game. I mean, from Stardew Valley going for the GTA does sound kind of like quite the change of pace, though. That's for sure. That's for sure. Let's remove that. Yeah, this one I don't know, man. This one seems like there should be some way to get for all of us out there. Totally not just one. Totally not just one. Okay, so this one will be mine then, right? No, I guess it's gonna be like the special one though, not just the random one. Alright, thought maybe that is. I guess there was also gonna be some input for that probably to bind that. I guess. This will be who? Just pieced out. Excuse me, I don't know what you're up to right now, but I need to ask you a favor, please. What do you mean for what? Don't mind him, he can talk to people. True. Nice to meet you, I guess, and wonder. My name is Jeremy Northrop. I'm a merchant for the Revalonians, the Revalonian Red Guild. Have with me some bottles of tequila. Are you aware what tequila is? Nope. Well, you're in for a treat because you ain't going anywhere far without some tequila. Shortly defined, it's a consumable adrenaline liquid, and the one bottle's worth can speed you up faster than Rechan's failure. The bottle is pretty addicting. Be careful though, it's a little spicy and it can taste like unripe watermelon. Not the perfect one. Label each bottle with its string, the thicker the liquid, the longer it lasts. Each bottle has its duration written down. The 10-second bottle won't last long. Buy some more if you'd like, at least take a look at my tray. What a guy. But the gateway drugs there, in one case. You got what you wanted, sticking around listening means a lot to me. It's what you get talking to Theodore, Wander, and Nirvana. Those are our names, by the way. Glad we run into you, Jeremy. Me too, I mean, same. Enjoy your travels and may we meet again very soon. Nothing else here. The GTA is gonna be quite a lot of people probably playing. How many out of them will be actually, you know, the first timers? That kind of interesting, actually. Info. Kind of hard probably to find someone who's gonna be doing it, who haven't seen GTA ever, but still, well, I mean, you already know one person, so they do exist. That do exist indeed. Vodka Musicas. Vodka is. Seen assassins, and do they have like the strangers and another step? Curfew sleep. The merchants and registered civilians can be out at these hours. Looking for trouble wherever you are. We covered peace. The badge woman is speaking to officials a bit of it. Keep your hands where we can see them. It's men. Good. The people we're looking for. You fool and have activists in our hands. Kill them. Shadow Encounter. Nightly threats consisting of Inuit's men. Their troop sizes grow the more battles you win. Such low levels you may not be able to defeat them. However, not all battles have to end in death. At the start of your turn, before selecting any skills, press X to activate the strategy menu, allowing you to fight, negotiate, and view previous turn outcomes. Successful negotiation chances depend on the party member to enemy ratio. The more people fighting for you, the higher your chances as long as they're alive. Failed negotiation attempt, party members want counterattack, keeping them from killing anyone they shouldn't. In addition to battle-specific opportunities and certain skills, you can increase your chance of negotiation by defeating enemies, so long as you don't kill all of them. Determines life or death when defeating foes with violence is unclear, but depending on your intentions, an answer may unfold. Want you to defeat us tonight? Attack them. No! What is good here and there then? Can we negotiate? Held by your side, enemies seem stubborn. You may have no choice but to fight. Perhaps surviving a turn can grant a chance to escape later. Yeah, imagine that. Should be solo here, that's the real question still I have. Mercy chance decreased. Leaders prepare to make a move, they notice something. Sure. You seem very tired from walking all night, and may be able to run from them. It means that attacks were cancelled and your negotiation chance went up by 100. There you go, that's the hesitation that it likes to see. And more obedient than I thought, arrest them instead. Unless, in a way this turn might be wise. Unless, of course, you don't think that these units deserve to live. So now we can peace out. Negotiate steal. Negotiating, or are we actually running? So negotiating then. No effect on the Scorpion. One case. Not to get destroyed then. Well, I guess we do need to negotiate with the soldier, probably. Not with the Scorpion, then. Accomplished. No, this one guy got accomplished. So we out. Or... So, I thought we kinda did it now. Not sure how that did go there. Alright. Y'all clearly this didn't go that well. How exactly that negotiation was going there. Chance increased again, but I did not really get it there though. No effect still. Do you need to negotiate with all of them, or how does that go even? No effect again. These guys don't really hurt that much. Now they hurt. Not sure about that run there. PS7 gonna be reskin PS3, I mean, true. Everything's gonna be in the cloud then, exactly. That's what they want you to have, eh? Chance to escape later, where? Where is the escape though? There was some other menu though, wasn't there, that I had? There wasn't the actions really. Negotiate. It's clearly no running though. Let's see it here. No effects on these guys whatsoever there. The Giga slashes with stun, and it's over, yeah. I don't feel like what was with the run in there? There was no option really. This point just like lost them or something, I guess. I should go for that attack probably still. Counter attack there, nice. And it's over. It's over. Guy that is indeed a bit problematic there. That's for the negotiation stuff that I don't get it. Or the running. What was that? Ran away this turn, and yeah, how exactly we do that? No such skill. I don't think it's a skip turn. We also have a fucking pickaxe there too. When did that all break? Did they retrying the combat? Just everything is done and gone. Gear then, fine. The Giga dress. All gear gone actually. Huh? Everything's just broken her, even though we were kind of restarting the fight. Well, lucky. That easy hit though. Oh, come on. Leaves. Buffs at least, and maybe next turn. HP there. 16. Regular attack might be enough, maybe. Nice. Whatever. Kill them this way then. Let's see what was with that negotiation there. Oh, that didn't go that well. That Gigi XP. Easy. Getting dark here, I say. Cause these days, I say. Then the co-op, typical co-op problems. Feels bad. Feels bad. And that's where you go actually back to sleep. To skip the night and not getting hunted down. Alright, alright. Well, it is my time to go as usual. Yeah, so I didn't get to the part with like the insane... The meta narration. The meta narration we haven't seen yet. Does seem pretty dang though, yeah. The RPG Maker is still quite something in terms of controls though, and the menus unfortunately, but well, it is what it is. Alright, so that was nice. Thank you. Thank you devs for sponsoring this little segment. So yeah, it is available. It is available on Steam. It is available on Steam. The first chapters are there. The first chapters are there already. Yeah, I do kind of hope it's gonna get like somewhat like fixed or something by Steam or some shit, because yeah, it does seem like basically get the lesson from that you never probably want to get like some sort of free prologue going into the release, because yeah, that is not the best idea. A lot of tech issues and a bunch of problems with discoverability that way. You probably shouldn't do that. Also, yeah, I hope they will manage to come back from that though. So yeah, there's the game Linko. The evening stream, oh yeah, not today, no evening streams, probably until Armenia, most likely. There's just like way too much stuff going on. Not to mention I'm catching up now with all the blog posts, right? So like right now I'm just gonna eat some food here and then sit down and write those posts. Then